Donna Wolf, joined in the studio today by Ms. E from Voices of the People. She brought several young individuals with her, participating members in Voices of the People, but they also have a group that they're in called Legendary Lifestyles. Rico Mitchell, Austin Williams, Reggie Bergen, and Jessica Lawani. If anyone has a question or comment, we invite you to give us a call here in the studio. Speak directly to our guest. The number is 816-931-5534, 816-931-KKFI. We left off a point in the discussion where Rico was talking about their Legendary Lifestyles group, and they have a certain image, yes, attitude. They have certain expectations about people who come to their events, and Rico said, and I'm quoting loosely, that you can kind of tell what people are about. Would you like to expound on that?
Yes, by saying you can tell what people are about, I don't mean just basically exactly how they look. It's mostly how they carry themselves. If you bring someone around and they're looking you directly in the eye, they're talking straightforward, you know pretty much that's an honest person. If you bring someone around and they're looking down at the ground, they're kind of fast talking, it's a lot of people like that. You know basically what they're about by that. And basically by what they do when they're around, you can tell by someone's presence what kind of mind they have, if they have a strong mind, if they're about positive stuff or negative stuff, just by their presence alone.
Okay. Anybody else? Go ahead.
I do. You know, what Rico said is half true, but in half not true. Book-wise, we were taught to look people in the eyes, but book-wise, they tell you can tell when a person's lying because they look you directly in your face. And they said a person that looks up and down is thinking. You know, they're not just throwing something out there. But we was taught to look a person straight in their eyes, and you can tell. But they said no, that's how they could tell you're not telling the truth.
And there's supposed to be, and I don't want to misstate whatever it is, but it's like a directional thing. Someone who's speaking to you and looks up and to the right is not telling the truth. Right. Or someone, there's certain body language that indicate honesty or dishonesty. Well, what about the way people dress, Austin? Do you have some dress code or criteria that you?
I mean, yes, we all are pretty much the same as the people that are coming in. So, I mean, it's just, we understand the regular dress, but we want to have clean and, your nice stuff. You want to go out, you want to look nice, you want the people that are coming in to look nice. So it's not a real strict dress code, but we like people to look nice. A collar shirt's not bad, some clean shoes. Just present yourself well.
Yeah, nice is relative. Some people might think sagging pants and a giant white T-shirt is nice looking.
No, that's not nice.
But like someone told me, it was most likely one of my members, Reggie. It's harder to actually go to a club and fight in your church clothes or when you're in a button-up than it is to go ahead and fight in the sweats and the white tees and your J's because you're already in that mind frame.
Yeah.
So, what is it that you brothers think separates you from people whose attitudes are different from yours? From people who, what's making you different from people who just think it's cool to fight and chill and just fight? Reggie.
Well, what sets us apart from us and different people? Really, we all the same. We just have a different mind frame. We see.
Go ahead.
We just really are trying to just make smarter decisions. It's about the decisions you make, and we're just not trying to make wrong decisions. We're just trying to be responsible, make the right decisions, and just have that type of environment around us. It's not about anyone else not being that way. We're just trying to at least set that standard to be responsible and take accountability for your actions.
Because we do believe there's people out there just like us, but it's really just taking the initiative and actually doing it, actually putting that foot forward. To some people it won't mean nothing that we went and cleaned up a block. They're like, okay, you can do that anytime, but to some people it might mean the world. Like someone who lives on that block, we had people thanking us, saying, I mean, thank you for really coming out and doing that, because they had never seen young people come out and care at all. And that's really what's making the difference, because no one else is really doing it, which is sad.
Okay, well, that organization. Go ahead.
And that's what really set us apart from different people, like different organizations. Like we do music, we promote, we host, but we also like to take care of our community and give back. And that's the thing that we are like a lot of other organizations do, is kind of step up and join us so we can start this movement together, because it takes numbers to really prove a point out here.
And you know what, Donna, also, Koo Wayne was out there, with his group that he has, you know, and so it takes people like Koo Wayne to come out there with his group and, you know, and come together. Rico. Rico and I had a text conversation the other day, and he said, Miss E, are we in competition with other groups? And I told him, I says, no, but it's the first one that gets there that makes that move. And what I was trying to install in him, or to tell him, there's a lot of organizations that's out here that say that they're for the community and they give to the community, and really they don't. It's about numbers, and it's about stacks, and it's about other things other than serving the community. So when we put an ideal out there, we have to stand on that. That's why I'm most proud of Voices of the People, is because we produce real leadership. It's not something that we boast about and we have to have the news cameras there, because you notice there was no news camera there. People, Brandon, everyone knows that he's a state representative, is doing very well. We do it because this is what we do. We don't do it just to get people to follow us, you know, or really do we care what they think? You know, and that's why we're very particular about the organizations that join us. We have the Great Panthers, Consolidated Social Services, Progressives. We know we have the DAS, Social Group. You know, we have a ton of other groups underneath us. But the main thing about it is each one gives back to the community. And so I'm saying that, it's an honor to be a part of Voices of the People. Even my group, it's an honor for it to be under Voices of the People, which is GYRL, giving yourself the love.
Okay. Koo Wayne, for those of you who might not know, is a young man that does a hip-hop program here early in the mornings, midnight,
yeah.
Is it Tuesdays?
Yeah, and they put in the beds, and I have videos and stuff of them doing, you know, their stuff. And that was something that was phenomenal, for just to see them come out there, and there was no fanfare. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing that we promised them, no lunches, no dinners, no drinks, no nothing, for them to come out there and give of their self.
Well,
you know.
Yeah, I'm sure there would have been.
But you know what, Donna, I want to say this, and I wanted to find out for each one of these guys, because we notice they don't live in the urban core. What was your perception coming into the deep of the urban core where nothing is, when you see, versus when you live out your lifestyle, where you see when you want to go get groceries, you can get the best of groceries. You want to get clothes, you get the best of clothes. You know, and if you want to go to the library to read, you got the best of books. What do you guys think about what you just seen? You know, being a part of coming in there. You know, what do you say?
I actually, on the way here, I was talking to Justin about that. I was like, wow, I didn't even see, you know, anywhere to, where would you go to get food? And, you know, I thought it was amazing. I think that would be very, very difficult. It makes things way more difficult than they need to be. And that's just like just going down the street to get some water, you know, or just going down the street to get some chips or something. You know, I thought that was amazing.
I know. Go ahead.
When I went down there, it wasn't a lot of resources. And when you go down there, it's a lot of vacant stuff, a lot of vacant blocks, and it just needs to be filled with something positive. You know, it's like when you see the grass up to your knees, it's a problem.
It is a problem.
When you see 23 trash bags in the back of someone's yard, that's a problem. And that's what Enough is Enough is about. We fed up.
But that's true. I mean, Rico?
We do have a call. Okay. Go ahead.
Well, basically, what I was thinking about it, I mean, it's not like nothing that we haven't seen before. We're in the inner city also. But, I mean, basically, looking down on it, it's just like, why? Like, why would you sit there and let piles and piles of trash, whether it's your neighbor's house, your house, or down the street in your neighborhood, why would you let that happen or take place? It comes a time where enough is enough. Where, I mean, I would knock on my neighbor's door and be like, can you please clean this up? Because, I mean, it's actually just not right. You can't have people looking at you like you're just disgusting. Like, you don't want that.
But what about the lady at the respite? What? But it's a lady there that